You must recognize the power within you. After this video, I want you to walk in confidence and move in your power. Recognize the specific, unique dance you have and allow it to flow through you. So we're talking about walking in confidence. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 points to share. And I mean walking in confidence, yes, of course, on your journey to wherever it is that you're going, whether that be to a new career path or a new relationship. Yes, walk into your path of confidence, of course, metaphorically. But I also mean physically too. Your body language says a lot about your self-esteem and your confidence and the way that you carry yourself. And the way that you carry yourself can actually open different doors by the way people perceive you. And please don't get it twisted. You should not be too focused on how people perceive you, but rather how you perceive yourself. If you feel good, you stand tall, and you're confident in your body, you'll be confident in yourself, mentally as well. We're talking about body language. When you're walking around, I want you to look up. Instead of keeping your head down, looking at the floor when you're walking, or looking at your phone or something, look up. Look around you, look at the scenery, notice the people passing by, say hi to them. It's not gonna be, it'll be okay. Say hi to somebody. Wherever you go, absorb the moment. This is your life, whether it looks beautiful or not around you. Look up when you're walking. When you look up and you see these things around you, you kind of like fix yourself automatically. As far as posture wise, a lot of us, we kind of walk like this and we're just doing our thing. But you kind of like want to roll your shoulders back. So when I say roll your shoulders back, I don't mean go like this. Because then you have to tuck your abs in. And then you have to make sure your neck is straight. And then now you're straight. Normally we're kind of just like this all the time. Let's go over the 3 steps. Roll your shoulders back. Tuck in your abs. And straighten your neck. You just fixed your posture. Good job. If you want to fix your double chin, suck in your tongue like this. Like lift it up, like suck, lift it up. There you go. So physically, that's how you fix your posture. And that's gonna open doors to how you feel about yourself when you're walking around. And you're gonna look confident when you do that. And when you fix your posture and you look around and you see what's happening around you, you're gonna notice the beauty around you or notice things around you. You're gonna feel curious. Remember that you're also a living being on this life as well. That feeling that you feel when you recognize that you're also a living being on this life, I would call that feeling comfortable, right? Being comfortable is what lives in confidence. You can start to build out your comfortability with what you're wearing. Wherever you go, whatever outfit you put on, whatever you decide to show up as that day, make sure you're comfortable in it. Sometimes beauty doesn't need to be pain. It doesn't need to be pain. And when you're comfortable in what you're wearing, you're comfortable enough to allow yourself to just be. But when I say this, remember that you still need to put an effort into how you show up. To roll out of bed and be comfortable in your pajamas, it's not going to give you confidence. You did not take the time to take care of yourself. So you're telling yourself you're not really worthy or you don't need to be taken care of. And so that kind of hurts your own feelings even when you don't realize or recognize that. But if you take the time to brush your hair or put it in a ponytail, change into a clean sweater, you're showing yourself how intentional you are with yourself. So don't confuse comfortability with neglect. I gave you the physical ways to fix your posture and your body language, but there is that mental aspect of it. And the mental aspect of walking confidently is majority mindset and mentality. All of life are timelines and decisions and realities that we end up in or making start in our head. When you have fear in your walk and you're scared to show up or speak up, it is because we have these sudden rush of thoughts that run into our head that tell us we're being too much. What are they probably think this about you. I don't think you're ready. Oh my gosh, what about this fear, that fear, this fear? You don't need to do any of the, like, just take a moment and pause and come back to rewire your brain. Catch those thoughts. Question those thoughts. Get curious about where did that come from and when did I ever hear that? Who first said that to me? Rethink that. When you're walking around the workplace or campus or wherever you are in life, you want to feel confident, but then also there are things that can't be mentally because it feels like my jeans are old, she has those nice shoes that I really want, my backpack's falling apart. Rewire those thoughts and recognize that in your existence you are enough. Regardless of these material add-ons that we add onto our bodies and lives, we are still all valuable because we are life itself. Regardless of those other additions that we materially place in our life, you have to recognize that you are also alive. That is something in the universe that is so unique and is a phenomenon for life to even exist and to function the way you do. So when you get caught up into these comparisons and thinking, oh, I'm not enough, or I don't look a certain way, or I don't have what they have, I'm too poor, I'm too ugly, I'm too fat, forget all of that stuff. You are literally a human being who has a complex mind, emotions, and abilities to do anything and show up as anything, and that is power in itself. You don't need to fit in to feel good about yourself. You just need to understand the power that's in the being of you. So remember, these thoughts are not your own. They're someone else's words and you adopted them as your own. You get to decide your narrative. You get to decide what is beautiful. You get to decide what has value. You get to decide what your reality is and what expectations you have for yourself and others around you. Look up around you, roll your shoulders back, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to walk confidently.